What is up, you guys? Film Fan 0599 here again. And today we're going to be doing another top 10 list. And today's top 10 list is going to be my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2018. You know, it's that time of the year again, folks. That time of the year. We've only got one more month left into this year, and it's been crazy how, time has flown by with this year, and we're already going to talk about the movies that are coming out next year, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to talk about the movies that are coming out next year, because next year, man, is a pretty packed year for movies. Like, so much is coming out next year that I'm very much looking forward to. That was hard to make this anticipated list. It was hard to, pinpoint which 10. I can only pick 10 that I'm looking forward to the most. But, I sat down, looked at all the movies that were coming out this next year, and I decided on 10, and we're going to be doing it here today to talk about my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2018. Now, before we get into the list, I do have a lot of honorable mentions, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I do have a lot of honorable mentions, like I said. And there is a lot of movies coming out next year. So, yeah, we have a lot of honorable mentions. So let's get into those honorable mentions, with first being Isle of Dogs, Rampage, Slenderman, Solo, A Star Wars Story, Ant-Man and the Wasp, The Nun, Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, Christopher Robin, The Predator, Venom, Halloween, X-Men Dark Phoenix, Creed 2, Aquaman, and Mary Poppins Returns. Those are my honorable mentions, and those are movies that I am looking forward to, but couldn't make the list because, like I said, I only had to narrow it down to 10 movies. But those are the honorable mentions for this list. So, without further ado, let's just get right into the top 10 list with my number 10, and that is Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody. Now, this is, of course, going to be the biopic on Queen, the band, the legendary band Queen, which is one of my all-time favorites. I love Queen's music a lot, so the fact that a biopic is being made of them gets me excited. I am so excited for this, and it's going to be leading up to their most famous concert, and I can't wait to see that. Like, I can't wait to see these guys' story unfold on screen, because originally when Sacha Baron Cohen was attached to the project, he just wanted to make a Freddie Mercury biopic. I guess the band didn't really like that, and I kind of like that too. I like the fact that this is going to be about all of Queen, not just Freddie Mercury. It's going to be about the whole band. I'm very excited to see that, and I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with this, because Queen is such a legendary band, and seeing their story unfold on screen is going to be quite amazing to see, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. Bryan Singer is a really great director, and I think he's going to do a very good job with this. And, based on what the pictures we've seen and everything, it looks like they've got everything down to a T, including the look of Freddie Mercury. So it's going to be really interested to see how this movie plays out, and if it could be another good musical biopic, because we've gotten some really good ones in the past, like Walk the Line or Straight Outta Compton. So I hope Bohemian Rhapsody does join in that category of good musical biopics. So I can't wait to see this. It's going to be very interesting to see how they take this with the story of Queen and all that. So yeah, that's what comes at my number 10, Bohemian Rhapsody. Number 9, Pacific Rim Uprising. Listen, I know some people think that trailer was really bad, but you know what? I'm like, okay, the trailer wasn't the best, but this looks like exactly everything I could have possibly have wanted from a Pacific Rim movie. It looks like it's just going to be dumb, fun action with some really just over-the-top sequences, and it's going to be just a fun ride. I can't wait to witness this, because like I said, it's just going to be a fun, messy little ride. It doesn't have to be as great as the original. I love the original movie. I really do. I think it's actually a really great, kind of just a nice little fun little monster versus robot type of movie. It's really great. And I really do love that original movie a lot. But now the fact that Guillermo del Toro's not on this anymore kind of is just like, yeah, but I do think this movie does have the potential to just be a fun sequel. That's all I really want from this movie, is just to be a fun and enjoyable sequel. I hope it does. I hope it succeeds on what I want. Fun monster battles. Some fun, exciting characters. John Boyega's going to be in this, so I can't wait to see what he's going to do in this movie. So yeah, I just want Pacific Rim Uprising just to be a fun, enjoyable movie. That's really all I want from this movie. Nothing more and nothing less. So, and who knows? They could give us some really great, like what they did with the first movie, some really great character moments and stuff like that. But I just hope, like, the one thing that they keep true with this one, like they did with the original, is the fun and excitement that it did have, like the original. So, yeah, I can't wait to see what they do with Pacific Rim Uprising, and that's why that comes in as my number 9. So, coming in at my number 8 is the New Mutants. Now, originally, I didn't really have this, I didn't really have too much expectations for this. Like, I was like, okay, this is gonna be cool. I like the cast that they got for this. They got that dude from Stranger Things, the one that calls himself a freak. They got Anna Taylor-Joy, you got Maisie Williams. So, you got a pretty solid young cast in there. So I just didn't really have too much expectations, but I was intrigued to see what they do. Until I saw the trailer. Once I saw the trailer for this, I was like, I'm sold on this. This is going to be like a horror superhero movie, which is something I think we haven't seen been done before. So that's going to be quite interesting. And this movie does look really, really creepy by the trailer. Like, I was legitimately getting creeped out while watching this trailer. Like, this trailer is really creepy. It makes this movie have such an icky atmosphere to it. Like, it's like if A Cure for Wellness met a superhero movie. That's exactly what this looks like to me. And I can't wait to see how it unfolds. Like, just, it has such a unsettling and uncleansing vibe to it, which I love. And it really seems like we're going to have ourselves quite a ride while watching this. And it's going to be very interesting to see, like I said, where they take the horror genre and the superhero genre, because I think we've never really seen that done before. It's going to be quite interesting to see how those two blend together. And I can't wait to see it. And like I said, the nice young talent that they got with this is going to be really good, because I like all three of the people that, all three of the main stars, I guess you could say, of the movie. I really like them a lot. They're very good actors, so I can't wait to see what all of them do in this movie. It's going to be quite great, and I can't wait to see New Mutants and how they take, like I said, this horror element and mixing it with the superhero genre. And I just love that Fox is doing something different with the superhero movies. They made a hard R action comedy superhero movie, then they made like an old school type of western type of superhero movie. Now they're doing a horror superhero movie, which, I'm sold. I can't wait to see what they do with this. It's going to be quite interesting. And this is going to be really, really something intriguing to watch. So, yeah, the New Mutants comes in as my number 8. Number 7. Ralph Breaks the Internet, Wreck-It Ralph 2. Ralph Breaks the Internet. I am excited for this because I love the original Wreck-It Ralph. The original Wreck-It Ralph is amazing. Like, seriously, that movie is so great. The way that they build that video game atmosphere was one of the best, like one of the best atmospheres I've ever seen to an anime movie. Like, I love just that, like, and all the video game characters that they got for that it was so great. It was such a fantastic movie and should have won Best Animated Feature. But, I kind of lost hope that we were gonna get a sequel, because we really didn't hear too much about it. I was just like, we're probably never gonna get a sequel, which is fine, because the movie was kind of a nice one movie. And I was like, okay, we might not get a sequel. And then they announced we're getting a sequel like in 2016. And I was like, oh, okay, like, yes, let's go, yes, let's do this. I can't wait for this. And then when we got the details from this year's D23 about what they're gonna do, like, he's gonna try and jump in the internet, but what the thing that gets me most excited about this is that they're gonna be jumping dimensions to other Disney movies that I cannot wait for. Like, just seeing, like, because there's so many that are going to be in this movie, like Ariel, Belle, like, there's just so many from, like, the original Disney movies. It's just going to be awesome to witness. Like, just Ralph and Penelope going through all these Disney movies and going through all these worlds. Wow, I cannot wait to witness that. That is going to be just glorious within itself. And, of course, to see the other characters from the first movie, like, Fix and Felix, all of that. It's just going to be exciting to see these characters again, because I really do love these characters a lot. So, yeah, I cannot wait for this movie. This movie is going to be quite something. And, I really cannot wait to see this. It's going to be fantastic. One of the 2 anime films to make my list. You'll know the other a little bit later on. So, yeah, Ralph Breaks the Internet. Wreck-It Ralph 2 comes as my number 7. Number 6. Mission Impossible 6. You see that? Oh, never mind. But Mission Impossible 6, I did see Rogue Nation. I know I never did a review for it. I apologize, but I did love that movie a lot. It's not my favorite in the series. Still, it's Ghost Protocol, but that movie was awesome. And I believe Christopher McQueen is coming back. McQuarrie, or however you say his name, is coming back for this one. I can't wait, because I loved his direction with Rogue Nation. Like, his direction with Rogue Nation was quite fantastic. And I'm excited to see where they go in the direction with the 6th movie, because these movies just get awesomer and awesomer as they go along. Like, you know what I mean? I just cannot wait to see what they do with this. I really cannot wait to see what they do with Mission Impossible 6. Like, the action sequences, like, Tom Cruise got injured, like, during one of the action sequences, so, man, that's gotta be one intense action scene then, because, we got the indestructible man, known as Tom Cruise, injured, so it's gonna be quite something. And Henry Cavill is playing, the villain. The reason why they didn't, they had the CGI's mustache, in Justice League is because of this movie. So, I can't wait to see what he does as the villain. I think he'll be a very good villain, in my opinion. It's cool to see Henry Cavill also in another franchise. I can't wait to see what he does. And just that standoff with him and Tom Cruise. Like, I can't wait to witness that in the movie. That's going to be quite something when him and, he's going to go toe-to-toe with Superman. Let's go. Like, it's going to be so enjoyable to watch. So, yeah. Hopefully, this is another great installment in what has been a really fantastic, action franchise for the most part. And I can't wait to see what they do with the 6th movie. I really do think this is going to be just as great as the other ones that we've gotten. So, yeah, Mission Impossible 6, very much looking forward to it. Comes in as, well, my number 6. Alright, number 5. Black Panther. Black Panther, I always had an interest in this movie. I really did. Because I do enjoy the character of Black Panther a lot. I do think Black Panther is a really interesting character. Ever since I saw Ultimate Avengers 2, the anime movie, I was really invested into the character of Black Panther, because he is a really intriguing character. He is the richest superhero of all time. And then when I heard that he was going to be a part of Civil War, and he was getting his own movie, I couldn't wait, and I loved him in Civil War. So I'm excited as hell for a standalone movie. And just by the looks of this trailer, this movie looks awesome. Like, this really, truly looks like an awesome movie. Like, just from what the action sequences look like, they look great. Like, seriously, this is directed by Ryan Coogler, who, of course, did Creed, Fruitvale Station. So, the dude is already, the dude's a phenomenal director. So, I cannot wait to see what direction he brings with this movie. Like, I really love the talented cast that they got behind this. You of course got Chadwick Boseman as the top character. You got Michael B. Jordan. You got the dude from Get Out. He's going to be in this movie. You got Andy Serkis, Martin Freeman, Forrest Whitaker's in here. Like, you got so many people in this movie. And, Marvel knows how to handle a big cast like that. And I cannot wait to see what they do. Like, Michael B. Jordan's in it. I believe I already mentioned him, but whatever. But, I cannot wait to see what they do with this huge cast. And I do think, looks like everyone's going to do a really solid job. Like, I cannot wait to see this movie. Marvel looks like they're going to have another hit on their hands. And I can't wait for February. Like, bring on February so I can see this movie. Like, I cannot wait for Black Panther. Black Panther looks awesome. So, yeah, my number 5 is Black Panther. Number 4, Ready Player 1. Come on, you know you know this was going to be high on my list, because Steven Spielberg is my all-time favorite director. I do love his movies a lot. You know, a lot of his movies are phenomenal, in my opinion. I do think he is a very talented director. He really is. Like, there's a reason why he's my favorite director of all time. And he's doing Ready Player One, which, the world that they create, because, you know, this kid can go into any imaginative world, like any fantasy world he wants to go into. And just some of the characters, like, just by on that teaser trailer alone, like, just with the imagery and all that, just some of the characters, like, we see Deadpool, we see Harley Quinn, like, we see the Iron Giant, for Christ's sakes. Like, we see a lot of things in this trailer, and just, like, it just looks so amazing. Like, there's gonna be so many pop culture references and stuff like that. It's just gonna be quite interesting to see how Steven Spielberg is gonna take us into this world, and into this, like, kind of, into the oasis, as they call it. It's going to be so awesome to witness. I do have 100% faith in Steven Spielberg, because he knows how to bring you into a world and make you escape from reality. He's done it multiple times before, and this does seem like another time where he's going to do that, you know, take you out of reality and put you in the world. And I can't wait to witness that. I think Ready Player One looks really spectacular. I think it looks really great, and looks very imaginative. So, yeah, Ready Player One comes as my number 4. Number 3, The Incredibles 2. Come on, we have been waiting. We have been waiting so many years. It's going to be, what, 14 years now since we have waited for this? Man, I remember seeing the first Incredibles movie in theaters, and just, once they ended it there, I was like, I cannot wait for the sequel whenever they make it. I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and now it's finally here, like almost 14 years after the original. It is finally here, the sequel to The Incredibles, and I'm just beyond excited for it. Like, they didn't even have to show that trailer that they showed, like, about a week ago, I think. Like, they didn't even have to show that. Like, I would have just already been excited. Just the fact that we're getting a sequel to The Incredibles. Like, The Incredibles is one of my all-time favorite Pixar movies. It is so fantastic. Like, it's the best Fantastic Four movie we've ever gotten. That's for dang sure. But, you know, it's just, I love how the interaction was with the family. I love, you know, the villain in that. Like, that was just a perfect superhero movie to me. Like, seriously, it was such an incredible superhero film. And now within the heights of the superhero craze, it should have been even more perfect to make a sequel to The Incredibles. And they're finally doing it. Like, I cannot wait to see what direction, because I heard it takes place immediately where the first one ended. So we're gonna finally see what happens in that action sequence in the first movie. So yeah, I'm ultimately over the top excited for Incredibles 2. I cannot wait to finally witness the sequel to a movie that I've wanted a sequel for years now. So yeah, Incredibles 2, like, and Brad Bird is coming back to direct it. Everything is right with the world. Everything is right with the world. I cannot wait to see Incredibles 2. It's by far my most anticipated animated movie of 2018. And I can't wait to see what they do with this sequel. It's going to be great. It really is. So, yeah, The Incredibles 2 comes as my number 3. Number 2, Deadpool 2. Like I said with The Incredibles 2, they didn't even have to show that wet teaser trailer. I would have just already been excited for this no matter what. Because Deadpool was my favorite movie of 2016. I was so surprised that there was no other movie that was better to me in 2016 than Deadpool. That movie was one of the funniest films I think I've ever seen in my life. That really was such a genius, comedic superhero movie. Like, that movie was legitimately genius to me. And I loved every minute of it. And this sequel looks like they're gonna take the first movie and make it even more ridiculous and even more over the top than the first one, which I cannot wait for. It's gonna be glorious in every way. Like, seriously, it's gonna be magnificent. It really is. Like, it's just gonna be cornball and cheese, magnificent chimichanga excelente. Like, it's going to be phenomenal. I cannot wait for this sequel. And that teaser trailer, the wet on wet teaser trailer where he is Bob Ross, that was the greatest thing I have seen all year. And that's genius marketing, and that's another thing I'm looking forward to, because now we're going to see the genius marketing again, which I cannot wait for. And that was a legitimate teaser trailer, and I'm so excited for this. Deadpool is definitely an incredible character, and Ryan Reynolds was born. At this point, Ryan Reynolds is like, Deadpool is playing Ryan Reynolds at this point. Like, he is Deadpool. Even in his own life, he is Deadpool. Like, and I just cannot wait to see this. Like, it's going to be such an enjoyable sequel. It's going to be so great and so funny. Like, just from that teaser trailer alone, I already know this movie is going to be hilarious. And hopefully it does, deliver of what I want it to be. And hopefully, maybe somehow it can even be better than the original. So, yeah, Deadpool 2, so excited. But it's close to my most anticipated, but my most anticipated movie of 2018, which I knew even before making this list. I already knew what my most anticipated is, and that is, of course, Avengers Infinity War. Of course, like, come on now. Come on. What else did you think was going to be my most anticipated movie of next year? This is going to be a spectacle. This is going to be an event unlike anything other. Like, for any superhero movie, even more than the first Avengers, I think. This is going to be an event. This is everything that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has built up to, and it's finally going to collide with this. Like, seriously, everything that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has built up to, it's going to finally come into full fruition with this movie. We haven't even seen a trailer yet. Well, as of making this, who knows? Maybe the trailer will drop tomorrow, just like it did when I did the most anticipated of 2016. I talked about Civil War. Literally, and I said there's no trailer for it yet. Literally, the trailer dropped the next day. So, who knows with this? But we haven't seen a trailer for it yet. And I don't need a trailer, honestly, to be excited for this. Because just everything just seems like it's going to be perfect with this movie. From the cast, from who they got behind the movie. Just everything already looks great. Like, a lot of people are worried that, they have such a big cast and so many characters for this movie that's going to be a mess. I don't think so, because I believe the Russo brothers have everything under control. I believe that they have everything settled. I believe in them. I believe that they're going to deliver us the epic battle that we have been waiting for since the first Iron Man. Like, I really do think they're going to deliver on what it's supposed to deliver, and I cannot wait to witness this. Like, just seeing Thanos in action is going to be incredible to see. Seeing the Avengers interact with the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star-Lord and Spider-Man interacting with each other. Like, it's so incredible to see, like, what's going to happen. Like, all these characters are going to meet up with each other, and that just puts a smile on your face in general, because these are characters that you love and are finally going to meet up with each other. Like, seriously, yes on many levels. This is going to be the event of a lifetime. Like, I am so glad I was here to witness the event of Star Wars The Force Awakens. And now I'm going to witness I'm going to witness just as big of an event, honestly, with Avengers Infinity War. Like, this is going to be a spectacle beyond anything Marvel has done. This is going to be a spectacle even more than anything Marvel has ever done in their lives. Like, seriously, I cannot wait to witness this on screen, opening night, just witness the epicness of this movie. Seriously, I can't wait. Like, I am so anticipated for Avengers Infinity War. May come here now. I cannot wait for this movie. It is without question my most anticipated movie of 2018. So, that was my list. That was my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2018. Those are the movies that I'm looking forward to the most in 2018. Now, I leave the question to you. What are your top 10 most anticipated movies of 2018? You leave them in the comment section below at UmFilmFan0599, and we will see you out later. Peace.